Hey everybody, it's Child of God. How y'all doing? Long time no see. I missed y'all. It's been so much going on. Me and my beautiful wife are expecting another child. It's a boy.
It's a boy.
We're gonna have what, two under two, you say?
Two under two.
Yes, two under two. Baby girl and baby boy coming. It's a blessing. I'm very happy.
Yep.
Which is why I wanted to talk about marriage. It's a little different segment today. We just want to have a discussion about marriage, and who's better to do that with than with the person that you're married to.
Hey.
This is my beautiful wife, and we're going to have a nice discussion about marriage. Like, why is it so special? Why is the devil attacking it? How is he attacking it? How can you strengthen your marriage? Like, it's been a lot going on. Like, as far as like with celebrities, even like personal people we know.
Yeah. Yes.
There's been a lot going on with marriage. Like, Satan is definitely on the attack of marriage. Like, what Steve Harvey and
yes, Marjorie.
Marjorie.
Mm-hmm.
I never trusted her.
No.
No, she just. I mean.
I just always felt like she was really pretty. I mean, the trust thing. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean.
Maybe that's your spidey senses.
Yeah, that Holy Spirit discernment.
Oh, okay.
Will and Jada Smith.
Yeah.
They've been going through a lot.
A lot.
Apparently, she borrowed a perm from Chris Rock, and he slapped him for it. Not funny. But yeah, it's just been crazy. Even in my personal life, marriages have been going, not good, and it made me really think, like, why is the devil attacking marriage so much? Like, why is marriage so special and important? Like, babe, why do you think that marriage is important?
I think that it's important that you have that oath, that you give that oath to God with the person that you love. It's important, and you representing God's love through your marriage.
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, even Christ calls the church us. He calls us his bride.
Yeah. Yep.
So apparently, the symbolism of marriage is very important. Even at the beginning of creation, he said, God said, "Let us make man in our image," and marriage makes more sense with the two becoming one flesh when you think of the triune God. Like, it's just funny. Like, people say they don't believe. A lot of people say they don't believe in the Trinity, but you can completely understand that you're one with your spouse. I'm like, how do you think you understand that?
I don't see how they can't, but you make it make sense. Like, even with the beginning of the word, making them like us.
Yeah, he said us in our image. So
yeah,
it was Father, Son, and Holy Spirit there the whole time, and he made man. That was the first thing that he said wasn't good, that man shouldn't be alone, because God is not alone. That's how
it is.
That's how he knows how to love, because he had someone to love.
Right.
So, and I think that's why the devil attacks it so much. Because
it represents God.
Yeah, because of what it represents and what it brings forth. What it protects us from. Like, God's law and creeds is there. Like, people think it's there to constrain us, but really it's there to protect us.
Yeah.
A lot of the biggest sins are the sins we do against ourselves.
Oh yeah,
which is the sexual immorality, the fornication, the adultery. Like, just think, if everybody followed the law of marriage, a lot of stuff wouldn't even be happening.
No, diseases.
Wedlock children, single mothers, single dad. Like, none of that stuff would be happening because we're following God's law. So, I mean, and then he gave us, relations, which
Relations.
feels great. You know, real dogs here. I mean, I'm just saying, like, he gave us that. It's a gift, and he
Yeah.
said we can enjoy it in the confines of marriage. You know, and it's not like he's constricting us. He's giving us a gift that he knows feels good and people will enjoy it, and he's saying, hey, this is the way that you can
And
enjoy
be
it
fruitful and
and
multiply.
multiply. You know, but this is a way that you can enjoy it without having to worry about the extra stuff, the
Right.
dangerous stuff, because you know this also can be dangerous if they're just out here just doing it with any and everybody, and you know it's dangerous. So
Sharing soul ties.
yes, 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 and I believe that's another reason why marriage is so important. Is because like we said, Jesus calls us his bride.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that was the best way that he can, that's a metaphor for us to understand how important we are to Christ. Every husband loves his wife, or at least you're supposed to.
You're supposed to.
But generally, I would like to believe that God-fearing men who are married, they love their wife. And it's a different type of love, It's that protection, that sense of duty comes when you have, your wife. Like, it just does. Like, you want to do the most and make sure she doesn't want for anything. And you look at her and like, this is a person that I would die for. Like, no, that's what Christ did for us. And if marriage represents the relationship between Christ and the church, then the main thing that he did was he sacrificed himself to save us.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, how many husbands do you know send their woman out to war?
None.
If the burglar come knock on the door, who's going to get up and go to? You're not going to send your wife.
I was going to say, hopefully it's you.
You're not going to send your wife to do it because, like, no, this is your precious. This is your baby.
Yeah.
You want to keep her soft and loving, and and she returns.
You making me feel like a bunny.
So yeah, I mean, that's why marriage is so important, and the devil is definitely attacking it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's so many different ways he's doing it. Like, it's scary. Like, I'm sure, like, you could probably name, like, at least 10 ways if you really think about it.
Yeah. I have 3 in the back of my head now.
Lust.
What? The alphabet people.
Oh, homosexuality?
Yes.
You say it. We ain't worried about them.
Oh, that's only 2. So I have 2 that just came off the back of my head.
So like hookup culture and stuff.
Oh, yep. You were talking about that a little bit.
I mean, that's like the lusting. Like,
yep.
And then the way
very promiscuous.
Yeah, and it's very slick the way he's did it. He's made it seem like being promiscuous and having a whole bunch of different sex partners is like freedom.
Mm-hmm.
And people don't understand how bound they are when they do.
And how you feel afterward. Like, I mean, we've had a life previous.
Yeah, we weren't always saved. So
no. So it's, I mean, how you feel after that, like, it's not comforting. How I feel with him is like we both feel free.
You feel like a bunny.
Chin check.
She feels like a bunny.
Yeah, I feel free though. Like,
and I'm her precious carrot.
Yes.
Yes. But yeah, that's the thing that comes. That's the real freedom. Having a bunch of and they make men think that we're supposed to have a bunch of different partners and stuff too, and it's like,
I mean, I think that society has always made it like it was okay for y'all to do it, and then the more time has gone, like, women want to be like men, which is like a whole nother
that's another way that
situation, because like women want to take on the roles, women want to have the freedom, quote unquote, They want to do whatever men do, and really, we both aren't supposed to be doing it.
Yeah,
so
it says fornicators, not women fornicators.
Right.
You know, it says fornicators, period. And I mean, I know, and if you're a godly man, you want your wife to be pure. So what makes you think a godly woman is not going to want her husband pure? I mean, it goes hand in hand.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
And that's just another way that he's also attacking marriages, like you said, like women wanting to take on the roles of men. But God, with all his wisdom, apparently he must have knew this. That was like part of like the curse.
Yeah.
Like when he put the enmity between the woman's seed and the serpent seed, he also told the woman, like, you will always desire your husband.
Yeah.
And I think I know I used to think that like she was just gonna love him really hard.
That's what I thought too.
But that's not what that means.
Epiphany right there. Okay.
Yeah, it means like she's gonna always desire the role of the man.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I can see that, but we also have to look at the government too, what they're doing, you know. The government will help you.
Yeah, he definitely used the government, made it rewarding to be a single
mom. Because I can tell you from my own personal experience, I've gotten more help from the government being a single mother versus being a pregnant married woman.
Yeah,
and that's facts.
They like throw you out to the wolves if you married. Like, what? You're doing right? Get out of here.
Yeah, like seriously though, like they won't give me like the bare minimum. They will give me the bare minimum.
Yeah, it's really crazy, all of the things that are going on out in the world, and all of the things Satan is using, like even with the careers, like making women think that they supposed to have career over family. You know,
but I heard somebody talking about this on YouTube. It was like one of your shorts that you were talking about. I mean, that you were watching. He was like, you know, we've taught our women how to be strong, independent, make sure that they have a job, make sure that they're focused on their career. And then you hit like 32, 34, and you like, where is my husband? Where's my kids? Like, that isn't any important anymore. Everything that you worked hard for is gone.
Yeah. And then women don't understand, like, it's going to be a lot harder to find a husband.
At that age.
At that age, yeah.
Yeah.
And especially like if you worked and got yourself to that status. Now you're very picky. You only gonna want to be with a certain type. Like if I'm making $200,000 a year, you're a woman, you're gonna want to get with a guy who's making more. But how many guys are making that type of money?
Right, that ain't already snatched up.
And not even snatched up. Look at what we said, exactly how society has been doing men. Once a man gets to that status, now he has his pick of the litter. So now it's like, now you're going to have to probably settle with getting cheated on, because now he feels like you're easily to be replaced. Like, I got all this money and status.
Yeah.
You know, it's just a never-ending loop. And it's crazy. And, you know, and it's just messed up because, you know, the Bible tells us not to defile the bed. You know, our bed is sacred. It tells us not to defile the bed, and that's a lot of that is going on.
Yeah, a lot.
And people wonder why marriages are crumbling the way it is. You've let somebody else into your bedroom. Like, you're already one with your wife and your husband, and then you try to become one with somebody else as well.
Getting to know somebody.
But you're not two people. You're only one person. So you're literally splitting yourself in half instead of having the other half
and taking the part of your husband with you.
Yeah, and it's bad, man. It's just really bad. And when you take Christ out of the equation, you know, the order, Christ, man, woman, children. When you take Christ out of that equation, you're bound to fail, because women need a God-fearing man. Like, fellas, I need y'all to understand this.
Talk to him.
We have to, the woman has to submit to the husband. Yes, we understand that part. But y'all have to understand that we have to submit to Christ. If God is love and you submit to Christ, you're going to be taught how to love the best way possible.
In Ephesians, it says that you have to, just like you love yourself, you have to love me.
Yeah.
And as a wife, I have to respect you. So that's how we need to also figure that part out too, because like you want what, like I want what you deserve. Like I want respect, and that's not what women really need. We need love.
Yeah.
We need support. We need stability. We need this.
Yes.
You know? So why am I demanding respect and he respects me enough to make me feel all those things?
Yeah. And that's what we need, the respect. And respect just means that we need to feel like the love that we're giving our woman is appreciated. You know? But the thing, like I said, you have to have Christ first, because most men don't know how to love. And we don't. I don't really think many people, period, know how to love.
No.
Because we have this
ideal, this ideal
Cupid,
fantasy.
You know, Disney movies, butterflies.
Yeah,
like,
of course. Like what?
That's
Cinderella.
That's how
I always felt. Like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna fly off into the wind with them.
That's how they made us think about love, though.
Yep.
They made us think love is a feeling.
Yep.
But if you read 1 Corinthians 13, where it defines what love is, if you really go through it, you'll see
it's patient, it's enduring,
long-suffering,
yep,
kind, not jealous. All of these things are actions.
Yeah.
These are things that you have to, like, do.
Yeah.
And this is regardless of how you might feel at the time. God sent his only son in the world. He so loved the world, he sent his only son. It didn't say he sent his only son because the world loved him and he felt giddy butterflies in the stomach. The world hates God.
Hate him.
But God is long suffering. He's patient. He's kind. He's not jealous. So he still came and did his duty with saying that I love you. Then I'm going to show you that I love you.
Right.
No, I'm not just it's not gonna be a feeling, because babe, you know, like there be times when you wake up in the morning, you like, I really can't stand this dude right now.
Right.
Or I might wake up in the morning like, you know what, she's just getting on my nerves today.
We just separate.
I don't want to deal with it. But that should never come in between the duty that we have, the covenant that we made with God, that I will love my wife like I love myself, and she will submit to me in all things. Because this is our duty. Because regardless how I'm feeling, I'm still going to take care of my wife. I'm going to take care of home. You know, and God has put the order the way he has it. The man is to protect the woman. And probably might blow your mind, but we're to protect the woman from Satan. The serpent came into the garden and went after who?
Eve.
Why did he do that?
My personal opinion, I said because I felt like she was easily influenced. She was the easiest to influence, because if you can influence me, I can whisper in your ear and influence you.
Yes, that's definitely a good point.
I mean, that's just my opinion.
Me personally, I think it's more not because like the woman is easily influenced or like she's weaker or something, but because the woman is that important. Like Satan knew that the woman, if I can get the woman, I can destroy everything. Because even though woman came from man, all other men come from women.
Yeah. Very true.
You know?
Yeah.
And he definitely understood that. Like, if I can get this woman, I can crumble the whole order of everything. And that's why God, like, okay, since you want to go after my daughter, right, you know, my woman, she's going to be your demise. Remember, I'm going to put enmity between your seed and the woman's seed. Now, the woman doesn't even produce seed. We do.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
We carry the seed.
So what did he mean by that?
Break it down. Break it down.
Jump forward to the New Testament, Matthew. Jesus is born from what? A virgin.
A virgin.
A virgin. Like, come on, he declared war right there. So that's another way that's another reason why the devil was attacking marriage and women so much, because he was trying to stop that from happening. He fully understood what was just said. It's going to be enmity. That means your seed and the woman's seed are going to be mortal enemies. You gonna bruise his heel,
war.
but he gonna crush your head. So, like, that's like if somebody tell you, like, yeah, okay, this finna be your mortal enemy. This gonna be the guy that's gonna kill you. What you gonna try to do?
Kill him first.
I'm gonna try to kill him first. Like, oh no, I can't do that. Think
first.
about it. He had his seed trying to kill God. You know, the godly seed the whole time. Cain killed Abel.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Herod tried to kill Moses. Like, but God was Pharaoh tried to kill Moses. I'm sorry, Herod tried to kill Jesus when he was born. Like, it just was the same thing. He's trying to take out the seed before it comes. But God is sovereign. He's in control. It couldn't happen. And when he made the order, he was like, okay, since you want to come out the woman, I'm going to put a wall in between you and the woman. And who is that?
Jesus.
She said Jesus. Jesus.
Jesus.
No, babe, me.
Oh, you. Ta-da! Sorry, y'all. I had a moment.
No, babe, put me.
Okay, we were talking about the protection. We were talking. I'm
Christ,
sorry.
Man, woman.
Yes,
you know,
yes. I kind of skipped you there, huh? Yeah. I went straight to. I'm sorry.
Ain't nothing wrong with that though. I can't take no glory.
Oh my God.
but that's what the
Jesus.
But that's what the order is for. It's for that. Like, so the next time you try to get to the woman, you're going to have to go through the man.
I see what you're saying now. I'm sorry.
But if you're not a godly man, if you're not following Christ, how successful are you going to be?
Right.
9 times out of 10, if you're not following Christ, the devil is going to use you to get to her. Yeah. That's why we have to follow Christ. If we follow Christ, then we put up that wall. So, no, you can't get to my wife. I'm built for battle.
Right. Yes.
I'm built for battle. Strong, big.
Yes.
I'm built for battle. My woman, though, this is my baby. She's built for me.
Aww.
She's not built for battle. I'll battle. I'll do all of that through the power of God, of course. I can't do it on my own. I could do nothing without Christ. Right. So that's why the order is the way it is. And then the woman takes over raises the children. Notice I said children, because children grow up to be teenagers and men and women, but the woman raises the children. Children need that love and that nurturing. They need to feel protected, and the woman, really, if y'all think about it, her sole attention has to be on that.
Yeah.
It has to be. That's why the man, I'll go to work, I'll provide and protect. You maintain the household, and part of maintaining the household is taking care of the children. You notice how when the women try to make the men to try to be equal with the men, and they want to get careers and everything, they don't want children. You ever notice that? They don't. We just said they 9 times out of 10 don't have children. They can't. You got to think like a guy. You're trying to get to the top.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you get this mentality of
breadwinner.
Yeah. So you know how we are. We get focused. Y'all got to bring us back sometime. Like, babe, you got to spend time with me too. You know, that's how we get. So if a woman gets that mentality, the first thing to go is the children.
Oh wow, yeah.
Most of them don't want children. They also get a lot of abortions.
Ooh.
They murder the children, y'all.
Oh no.
Because the order is messed up now. It's not Christ, man, woman, children. Now it's man, woman, Christ, and children. I might make room for you.
Ooh.
it's scary. That's why we gotta stay grounded in our word, stay grounded in Christ with everything. That's why it says without Christ you can do nothing. You can't even be married right without Christ, y'all. And it's scary, but at the same time, it just shows you how important it is. And on another note, I always thought about this because I'm trying to get good with my apologetics, So I always thought about like, how can atheists say they don't believe in God, but most of them want to be married,
and they have to take an oath to God?
Yeah, and you're making a vow, which is a vow to who? God, because God is the one that invented marriage. Like, there's no history book that you're going to find that some guy invented marriage. God literally invented marriage. So he defines what marriage is, and he did at the beginning. He defined what it is. A man shall leave his father and mother and cleave to his wife.
Yep.
Between a man and a woman, a male and a female. And it just amazes me that you didn't even invent this or make this up. You say you don't believe in the person who made it up, yet you do it.
Yet you're married.
Yet you're married. And then it's like y'all try to redefine marriage. Like, you didn't make it up. So how can you redefine it? It just blows me. It's a lot.
That is something to think about, because, like, did they change the words of the vow?
Yeah, like, who are you making the vows to?
Yeah.
Like, because you could say we're making it to each other.
Is your marriage even
real?
Yeah.
But you want to be married, but you don't even believe in God. So why are you taking stuff from my worldview and adding it to yours?
Why do you want to be married?
Why would you want to be married?
You can fornicate and all that because you don't believe in it.
Man, I'm telling you.
You do not believe in
God.
God.
You do not believe in God, so how could you believe in any type of ordinance that God has made?
That makes a lot of sense.
Along with do not murder. Along with all of these things, you will say that, we just don't murder just because we just don't. No, because we know it's wrong because he put the law in our minds and in our hearts.
Right.
We just inherently know that's wrong.
Right.
It just always amazes me. It's just a couple things, like, like I already said, like with the Trinity, like becoming one.
Right.
I don't understand how people don't believe in the Trinity, but you can believe in being one with your spouse. How does that work? You could believe that, but you can't believe that God. You can't believe God.
Right.
Like, it is God. Like, he created everything.
Right.
He even, like, knows our thoughts, our hearts, everything. Like, we don't even know what we're thinking half the time. But he does.
And we're sick individuals. I'm going to tell you that.
I'm telling you. Sinful people.
Yes.
So, y'all, just stay in the word. We love y'all. We're praying for everybody's marriage.
Yes.
I want y'all to stay married. I really enjoyed having you on.
Oh, thank you, baby.
So enjoyed it. Y'all, we're having a boy.
Yes.
Debating names. I already have a name.
We need baby names. If you have any names, drop them down below.
She wants to see some names in the comments.
Yes, because his name, I'm not too.
It's a cool name, guys. It really is.
Okay.
Cool. But y'all stay blessed, man.
Yes.
Stay blessed. In Jesus' name. Holla at y'all later.